Welcome to the National University online class. I'm Mohammad Fazal Rabbi, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Government KC College, Chennai. This is my first online class with you, and I'm taking the course code 211103. That means English writing skills. And my today's lecture, number 1, will be on expository writing, or expository essay, I should say. My dear students, first of all, I would like to explain, or I would like to give you the idea about what is expository writing. What does it mean? What that is, the definition actually, the definition of expository writing. So first of all, let's look about the definition of the expository writing. The purpose of the expository essay is to explain a topic. Explain a topic in a logical and straightforward manner. Just take a good look at the word logical and straightforward manner. It's very important. That means when you want to write an expository essay, you have to first to explain the topic. The clear explanation of the topic is needed for writing an expository writing. But this explanation should be done in a very logical and straightforward manner. That means you have to give sufficient logical reasons for supporting your essay or your writing or your topic, I should say. And again, straightforward manner. Straightforward means if it is white, you should write it white. If it is black, you should write in black. There should be no crosswords, no double meaning words, no unnecessary complexities. There should be no unnecessary complexities. So you should be very careful. You should be very careful about your writings, about your thoughts, about your skills. So whatever you want to write, you should put strong logic in your writings and should be presented in a simple, straightforward manner. Again, these essays present a fair and balanced analysis of a subject based on facts. Just take a good look on the word facts. It's very important. Expository writing based on actually is based on facts. There should be no imaginary writings. There should be no imaginary thoughts. There is no scope actually your personal feelings. That's why in the very next lines, there is a line with no references to the writer's opinions and emotions. Okay, as it is based on facts, so there is no scope, no field of your opinions and impressions. It should purely be based on references, logics, data, whatever you have in your stocks. References, this should be collected and should be put in your essay. You can write it in a various methods. There is you can use chart. You can use another methods, various methods like points, many things. But whatever you should write with a proper reference, proper logics, proper data, proper sources, I should say. So that's why it has written in this way that there is no scope of your opinions and emotions in this expository writing. Now I will go to the next slide. The structure, expository essay structure. What should be the structure of the expository essay? So it has written in this way. Usually your essay is composed of 5 paragraphs. You can use 5 paragraphs for your expository writings. And in these 5 paragraphs, it is written in this way that the introductory paragraph contains the idea. That means whenever you write the essay, you should put your idea, what's your real intention behind this writing, why you are writing this essay, what's your motive actually. You can use the word motive here. What's your motive behind your writing? It should be clearly replicated, it should be clearly written, it should be clearly done in your introductory paragraph. The next three paragraphs provide details in support of the topic. Okay, when you have finished your introductory paragraph, then there is a question of your body of the essay. And this body of the essay contains three paragraphs. And it is written that they provide details in support of the topic. That means whatever the data, whatever the information that you have collected for this essay, you should put it in your next three paragraphs. And of course, you should write a different I should say items, different writings, different information, different logics in those three different paragraphs. Okay, when you start a information, you should finish it in this paragraph. Next, you will switch on to another information, to another chart or another materials that you have collected. Again, when you have finished it, okay, then next switch to another one. The concluding paragraph restates the main idea and ties together the major points of essay. After introduction, after body of the paragraph, next comes to the question of conclusion. So it is written in this way: the concluding paragraph restates the main idea. When you have come to the conclusion of any sort of writings, actually you are putting your thoughts back on your conclusion. That's, I have written this essay for this kind of thinking, for this kind of thoughts that have come to my mind, or I believe in this way, or I know, or I think about this. That's why I am writing those things, or that's I'm given those logics, I've given those informations, given those materials like this. So concluding paragraph, you will sum up. Actually, it's a summary. You should sum up the whole idea, the main idea that you are writing, whatever the topic you are writing, you should sum up. And then it is written that it ties together major points of essay, that the highlighting points of your total essay, the highlighting points of your total essay, from the very beginning of your introduction, from the body of the paragraph, then to the conclusion, it should be maintained in this way that you should give it the major points. There's not much scope of writing in the conclusion, you know. That's why you have, in a nutshell, in a very simple way, in a very precise way, you should write in a conclusion. You will give it the whole points in a very nutshell, in a very you should summarize the whole idea, and you will finish it up. Okay, that's the structure of the expository essay. Now, many of the students ask me how, sir, I will write the introduction, how I will start the writing. It's a very important. There is a proverb in English that a good start is half done for any work. If you would start any type of writings in a very grand manner, in a very solid manner, then it's very obvious that your next of your writings would be definitely help you to progress this type of writing. That's why introduction actually gives the way of your next writings. Okay, the introduction needs to be short and effective. But the first point is that whatever introduction you will write, it should be short and should be effective. It will be short and it will be very effective. So why it is short and why it should be effective? Because as you all know that again, introduction, there is not much things to write or to explain in the introductory section. So it should be short, but you will be right, or you will give some information, or give some quotations, or give some keywords, I should say, keywords or key ideas in a very, very effective manner that arouses the reader's attention to read out the next 3 paragraphs, or next the body of the paragraphs. Start with a focus statement that will grab your reader's attention. That's I am telling just before that you should start in such a manner that it will grab, or it will catch your reader's attention. It's the main point. Is actually it's the main point that you have to catch your reader's attention. That's the main thing you have to do. So again, your focus statement is very important. That what intention, or why are you writing this essay? What's your real intention behind this? Why you are supporting this, or you are not supporting this? Why you are explaining this? Okay, many things will come, but you should very much focus on your focus statement, and that will make your readers' attention clear, and it will help you also and make them want to read on. And this attention will make all your readers to read on the next bodies of the paragraphs or next sentences. Otherwise, if you give a weak introduction, easily the readers will lose their interest. They will not feel good. They will feel bored. So it's not should be written in this way. That's not the case. You should read in a very interesting manner, in a very exciting manner. That will definitely help you. That will help the readers actually to read on. Then give an overview of your subject matter and set out the direction that the rest of your essay is going to take. As it is an introductory level, is a basement of your writing. As a big structure is based on the basement, so this introduction is actually works as basement of your writings. So this basement, you should overview of your subject. You should give your opinion, give your idea about the subject matter. That will make it clear that how you know about your subject matter, what's your depth of knowledge about this subject matter. Do you know this subject matter well or not? It will give the clear indication if you give an overview of your subject matter. And again, this overview will set out the direction of the rest of your essay, how you will progress your essay, how you will give your writings, in which direction you will carry your writings. It will also give you the vital direction. There is no need to back up your words with evidence at this stage, but it is clear that it is a very introductory, very elementary level. So in this introductory paragraph or introductory section, there is no need to back up your words with evidence. It's not the right place to do. You should give your evidence, whatever you have got, you should give it in the body of the paragraph. Whatever, how many of the evidences you have collected, how many data you have collected, how many information you have collected, you all should put it in your which section? In your body of the essay section. Okay, one by one, point by point, whatever you want to do, you can do it in your body of the paragraph. But in the introductory level, there is no need to give any sort of evidence or any sort of references in the very beginning. Okay, your focus will be on your focus statement. Now I will move to the next slide. Actually, the statement is that how to write an introduction for an expository essay. Okay, now I will back to the characteristics of expository writing, the features of expository writing. What will be the main characteristics? What makes this expository writing special to anyone, special to why it will be special to the reader also, I should say. Why this expository writing is different from other sort of essays, other sort of form of writings. That's the point I want to discuss here now, my dear student. As you have seen, the first is to keep a tight focus on the main topic. These things repeatedly coming, as you have noticed, if you have noticed that tight focus, get a tight grip on your main topic. Don't part ways, not depart ways from the main topic. If you part ways or if you give totally different topic, you put totally different topics in your writings, that will definitely confuse the readers, confuse the examiner, that what's your main point. So you have to maintain a good grip. You have to maintain a good tight grip on your main topic, that whatever you are writing around your main topic. It centers around your main topic. Okay. Avoiding lengthy wordiness or unrelated topics that aren't necessary for understanding your topic. Okay, very important line. Avoiding lengthy wordiness. You should not unnecessarily make any lengthy or any prolonged wordiness. It's a very tiresome and boring things to do. So you should not do it. You should avoid it. Or unrelated topics, that I am telling that you should not bring any topics that is totally unrelated, totally unconnected with your writings, with your, I should say, your main topic, in your main topic. If you are writing about, suppose corruption, so you should be, your focus should be on corruption. In this corruption, you should not bring traffic jam type things or population problem. Population problem may be a problem, but traffic jam is totally opposite of the, what should I say, that corruption. There is no link of corruption and traffic. Can be example, but it is not the main things, isn't it? Or environment pollution and corruption, somewhat different. So just give those topics, just give those sentences that are very much related to your main topic, but no unrelated topics or lengthy wordiness is required for this expository writing. That's why it has written in this way, that unrelated topics that aren't necessary for understanding your topics. Because if you write unnecessary words, unnecessary sentences, or unnecessary, I should say, unnecessary unrelated topics, it will confuse. It should definitely confuse the readers, and it will not help them to understand your topic. In the opposite, it will the readers will lose their interest. Definitely will lose their interest in writing, in reading your writing. Be sure to pick a topic that is narrow but not so narrow. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful about choosing. To pick up a topic means, you have to be very choosy about your picking up a topic. And this topic should be, it is narrow but not so narrow. If you if you choose a topic that is a vast materials, it requires vast materials, vast research, but you have a limited time to answer this type of question, isn't it? So there will be there is no scope of your vast time or vast scope of writing. So it should be specific. Narrow means specific. You should be careful to pick up those topics which is very much specific. You can write some specific information, logics, things, but yeah, and it's also written that but not so narrow. But it should be not as short that is make it so concise, or that make it very small in size, but in a very moderate length, you can write your expository writing. Be sure to support your topic providing plenty of facts, details, examples, and explanation, and must do so in an organized and logical manner. be sure to support your topic providing plenty of facts. You have to be very careful that you will choose those topics which can provide plenty of facts. If you choose a topic that you have not much that you have not much things to write, you have not much ideas, then definitely you will fall into trouble, because then you will feel that what things I will write, what things I will write next. You will busy with searching your ideas, but it's not a good for your writing. Not only expository writing, for any kind of writing, it's not good that you are searching in the exam hall or like this. So you will provide, you will choose a topic that definitely has plenty of facts, plenty of data, statistics, logics that will definitely help you to give you the sufficient support. Next, details. You have to be very details. You have to be detailed uh, in your writings. You should write in details. Whatever you want to write, you should write in details. That will definitely help your readers to understand the matter well or easily. Then easily, I should say. And in this way, you should also give examples. You can cite examples. Whatever you want to give an examples, you can write. It's up to you. You can easily write that. And explanations. Yes, of course, of course. Whenever you give an information, you have to explain in a proper way that will help understand those topics, those datas. That why why you are using these data or information in your expository writing. You have to explain it clearly. That definitely help the readers to understand the significance of those, I should say, the information, the significance of the information that is that you have used in your expository writing. That's why it is related in your expository writing. And last line, and must do so in an organized and logical manner. It's another very important fact that whatever you are writing, whether it is data or your facts or your details, examples and explanation, whatever you should write, or whatever information or anything you have you are doing, you should write in an organized manner. There will be no disorganized sentence. There should be no disorganized sentence in your writing. In the manner, in the way you have started in your introductory paragraph, it should be continued up to your conclusion in a same harmonious way. I should say harmonious way, in a good musical tunes, like a good musical tunes. So the tune should be maintained from the very beginning till the end. So that's why it was written that you should do it in an organized and logical manner. And behind every sentences, behind every single words, the readers should find logic, should find why this word is used here. They will feel that yes, the writer is very much correct, or very much logically correct, that that he or she is using this type of logic in his writing. So in this way, this will definitely help you to make your writing much better, much more organized than other, I should say, that other writings. So it will be much helpful for the students, for the readers actually. Now I will, I should say that in a short way, I will give you some idea about some techniques, a few different methods of writing an expository essay, that is compare and contrast. First of all, I want to discuss about compare and contrast. It's a good method. Compare and contrast means you will compare the two between two events, between two it can be on anything, actually two objects, two issues, current issues, two nations, to culture of the two nations, language of the two nations, anything. compare and contrast both in a both way. Suppose you can about the culture of the Bangladesh and the culture of the Western countries, you know, there's a lot of dissimilarities. So in that case, contrast will be highlighted more, and compare will be a little bit less. But if I compare with my culture with Indian culture, then I will find lot of comparison, lot of comparison between our culture and Indian culture. Again, many parts of, we all know that in many parts of India, the language, the dress, the culture of the Indian are totally different from us. Then you should put it in your contrast, in a contrast way. So in a way, you can develop your methods of writing of expository essay, that compare and contrast can be done. As suppose that the traffic problem, the road accident, or the corruption, anything if you want to write, you can compare and contrast with other countries, other organizations, other people, different people of the different countries. You can use it. It's a very important. You can do it. Next, cause and effect is a very important method of writing, because cause means the reasons behind of anything and the effect of anything. If I can cite example of environment pollution, that why this environment pollution is doing, why this is increasing, why the pollution is increasing day by day, why the river pollution is increasing day by day, why the deforestation is happening throughout the world, and the effect of those negative impacts of those environment pollutions and deforestation. You should write in both ways, the causes behind those pollution and the effects of those pollution on our lives, on our society, on our country. You can explain in this way. Very much related, problem and solution is very similar to actually cause and effect. We all know that if there is a problem, there is a way, and then this way means solution. So if it about the population problem, then you should also you should also write the solutions of those problems. Not only you just mention your problems and leave it to the readers. No, you herself will give the problem. You will give the examples or give the informations about the problem, and the same way you will also give the sufficient information about the solution of those problems. That will make the impression that you know the topics, you know the things very much well. You have a good idea about the topics. That's why you know the problem, and all at the same time you also know the solution as well, isn't it? So it's very important. And last of all is the extended definition. It's a new thing. Some topics may have come, it's a very unusual thing, that only the definition can be extended. There will be no compare, contrast, or cause and effect of problem and solution. That the main definition is given, and you should have to carry on your expository essay through this extended definition. That means in my next slide, I will give you some tasks that will also prove the ideas of extended definition. Let's say look up this topic, then I will discuss more. In this I should say I have given two questions actually, and this question will be written like extended definition. My first question is, which strong points do you have? Which strong points do you have? You know, as we are the best creation of God, of Allah, so in every human being there are some strong points. So in this question, it is asked to you that what strong points do you feel that you have possessed actually? Which strong points? Maybe it will be your intelligence. Maybe it will be your muscle power. Maybe it will be your educational qualification. It may be your general knowledge. It can be general knowledge, or it can be many things. Your skill and at any particular games like cricket, football, hockey, badminton, anything that, or you can portray good, you can be a good painter. Many of can paint very well, or you are expert in graphics designing, or IT sections, or anything that you feel strong. So in your home, as you have a sufficient time, as you are all in a you all some times we are spending in our home. So you can think about that which strong points actually you have, and you can write it in your own words. My next question is how to manage your time and not be late. This is very interesting because the I should say education is common to in our country, that we are the Bangladeshis not in good reputation. We are not having a good reputation about managing our time. So to get away from this allegation, how we can manage our time well, and the most important thing, in which way we will not be late in any works, in any functions and any duties, is very important. That means in a short you can say punctuality. You have to highlight your punctuality, then in which way you will improve, or which way you are maintaining your punctuality. Or if you feel that no, I have some deficiencies, I have some problems in managing time, then how you can improve that, in which way you want to improve that, which uh, I should say which methods you want to adapt. So it's very important, and you should manage in this way. So these two questions I have given to you for your thoughts, for your writing, and I believe it will help you in the future. So with this, I like to conclude here. Thank you. Thank you.